So nobody told me before that I have to say something, but I like these situations because they are stimulating. I think we, all my colleagues and I from Tübingen, we are very, very happy that we can be here for the second time, because this tells us that the first try 1 year ago was not too bad. So we were invited again by our Greek colleagues to organize a second meeting, and I really hope that the second meeting be as successful as the last one, and then we don't know what the future brings. But at least, as you have heard just now from our German consul, we are in the happy situation that more and more people in the public world realize that what we are doing is extremely important, because I think diabetes, type 2 diabetes, if you look back 10, 20 years, was quite underestimated with respect to the consequences in the society. And this now really, really has changed. It has moved, I think, in the center of health politics. And so what we do, I think, is important. And I would like to say the lecture of Manu van Opbergen was for me a beautiful lecture, because it gives many new hypotheses which we can, this is mouse work, but which we can test in the human world, and the hypothesis that in fact the diabetes avalanche starts during pregnancy is something which is very likely to be relevant in the human world as well. And in the German Diabetes Center, one of our biggest studies is a multi-center gestational diabetes study, where we try to understand what happens during pregnancy in metabolism, and what is the metabolic signaling of the mother, of the mother with metabolic disturbance, what is the metabolic signaling on the child. And all these ideas which we have learned from the mouse world, and I can say again, Manu, you gave a beautiful talk, and this is part of this whole hypothesis which we can test now in humans. And maybe in 10 years we know whether this really is a relevant approach, yes or no. But I'm quite sure that the field will learn a lot from offspring cohorts from gestational diabetic mothers. So thank all my Greek colleagues very, very much for the opportunity to be here again, and I'm looking forward to these days. Thank you.